Welcome to the absolute center of the tennis world where the action never stops and the stakes are higher than ever. First up, we are tracking a major blow to the clay court season as Emma Raducanu officially confirms her withdrawal from the upcoming Madrid Open. This decision continues a frustrating absence for the British star, who has not stepped on the court since her tough defeat at Indian Wells back in early March.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The drama in Madrid continues to mount as several other heavy hitters are joining the sidelines. We are closely monitoring the status of Jack Draper, who is now a significant doubt for the event after suffering a concerning knee injury in Barcelona last week. The field is also missing serious star power, as both Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic have confirmed they are pulling out of the tournament before it even begins this Tuesday. While some stars are sidelined, it is a massive breakthrough for the next generation of talent on the tour. Arthur Fils has just made a huge statement by taking down Andrey Rublev in straight sets to capture the prestigious Barcelona clay court title. This victory marks a spectacular comeback for the 21-year-old Frenchman, who is now looking to carry all of this momentum straight into the French Open next month. With the road to Roland Garros officially heating up, we will keep you updated on whether Emma Raducanu can recover in time for Rome and how Arthur Fils manages the pressure of being the new French hope on home soil. You do not want to miss a single second of this journey, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to stay locked in for every update. Is the tennis court becoming a ghost town for the sport's biggest names? Emma Raducanu's path to the French Open just hit another major roadblock. The British #1 has officially withdrawn from the Madrid Open, further delaying her highly anticipated return to the clay court season. We haven't seen Raducanu in action since her tough loss at Indian Wells back in March, and the word from her camp is that she's still battling the lingering effects of a virus. It's a frustrating cycle for the former US Open champ, who has already sat out the Miami Open and the Linz Open. You have to wonder, with Roland Garros looming on the horizon, just how much this lack of match practice will hurt her when she finally steps onto that red dirt. Her previous prep in Rome and Madrid last year provided a vital foundation, but this year, she's looking at a seriously compressed timeline, and she's not the only one. The Madrid draw is looking a bit bare, with Jack Draper fighting a knee injury and superstars Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic also skipping the event. It's a stark reminder of how brutal this tour can be on the body. If you're a fan of these stars, the wait is getting longer, but here is the big question. Can they afford to keep skipping these major tune-ups? Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Do you think missing these events will ultimately cost them a shot at the French Open title? Sometimes, the most important victory isn't the one you win on the court, but the one you gain by knowing when to walk away and heal. Is Emma Raducanu's path to the French Open hitting a dead end before it even starts? The British tennis star has officially withdrawn from next week's Madrid Open, marking yet another setback in what has been a frustrating recovery period. Ever since catching a lingering virus back in Romania this past February, Raducanu has been playing a game of catch-up with her own health. It's a recurring theme for her season, having already stepped away from events in Miami, Linz, and the Billie Jean King Cup. When you look at her last performance back in March at Indian Wells, the fatigue was evident. A one-sided loss to Amanda Anisimova left fans questioning where her game and her stamina actually stands. Raducanu herself has been candid about it, admitting that her power levels just aren't where they need to be to hang with the elite players. It's a tough spot to be in, especially considering she's currently navigating a transitional period after parting ways with coach Francisco Roig, now leaning on an informal partnership with Mark Pecci to steady the ship. While she's back in training, the priority is clearly the long game. The goal is now a return at the Italian Open in Rome this May, which serves as the final proving ground before the French Open kicks off on May 18th. Raducanu has struggled to find her rhythm on clay in the past, exiting in the second round twice before, so the pressure is undoubtedly mounting. Do you think Raducanu is making the right call by playing it safe, Or is the lack of match practice going to cost her at Roland Garros? Drop a comment below with your take, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the road to the French Open. Remember, in tennis, sometimes the most important move you make is the one you don't take. Could we be looking at the next king of French tennis just in time for Roland Garros? Arthur Fils certainly thinks so. The 21-year-old rising star just pulled off a masterclass on the red clay of Barcelona, dismantling Andrey Rublev in straight sets to capture an ATP 500 title that feels like a massive statement. It is a stunning turnaround when you consider that just a few months ago, Fils was sidelined for 8 months with an injury that could have derailed his momentum entirely. Since returning in February, he has been on a tear, reminding us all that resilience is the most important skill in professional tennis. His performance in Barcelona wasn't just about the trophy, it was about pure grit. After finding himself down 2-0 early in the first set, he rattled off 6 straight games to take control, eventually forcing Rublev to crumble under the pressure. Even when the nerves kicked in during the second set and he blew 4 tournament points, Fils showed the composure of a veteran, tightening his game in the tiebreak to secure a convincing 7-2 win. With the French Open looming on May 18th, the pressure on French players is always intense. Everyone is waiting for the next Yannick Noah to emerge, and Fils is now set to become the top-ranked male player in France. While the tournament path was cleared slightly by Carlos Alcaraz's withdrawal due to a wrist issue, you can only beat who is across the net, and Fils did it with authority. He is proving that he has the mental toughness to match his physical talent. Do you think Fils can carry this energy into Paris and end the long French drought at Roland Garros? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're excited for the clay court season, and don't forget to subscribe for more tennis updates. After all, in a sport defined by seconds and inches, it is usually the player who keeps his head when others lose theirs who walks away the winner. Ever feel like the tennis world is turning into a revolving door of bad luck? It feels like every week we're reporting on another big name bowing out, and today is no different as Emma Raducanu becomes the latest star to withdraw from the Madrid Open. It's a frustrating trend that leaves fans wondering if the physical toll of the modern tour is simply becoming too much for these athletes to bear. But the drama isn't limited to injuries. We've seen pure, raw emotion on the court this week, like Flavio Cobolli, who was left in tears after his massive upset over Alexander Zverev in Munich. It's those moments, the sheer weight of a career-defining win, that remind us why we watch this sport in the first place. On the flip side, we have to talk about Jack Draper. His forced retirement in Barcelona due to a knee injury has sparked real concern heading into the French Open. When you see a young talent struggling to stay healthy, you have to ask, at what point does the schedule need a serious overhaul to protect these players? It's a tough spot for everyone involved. What do you think? Is the current tour calendar sustainable, or are we just waiting for the next injury to happen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the tour. Tennis is a game of endurance, but even the best can't fight their own bodies forever.